Hello, everyone. All I gotta ask is why? Just why? Why does Disney keep doing this to themselves? The Lion King, Aladdin, Mulan. I'm not gonna make a video about Disney because there's already a million of those on the internet that you can go watch that are way better. But man, they just keep sticking their fingers in everything. They just want to remake everything. They don't want to keep anything original. I know Cruella wasn't a movie before, but uh, I'll talk about the positives first. The trailer made me want to watch this movie. The trailer was really, really good, I thought. If it wasn't for the trailer, I probably wouldn't have watched this. But the trailer was good, so I thought, why not? And I'll watch the movie. Second thing, the setting and uh like the environment and everything is really well done. Everything looks really nice. The movie looks really good. You can tell they put a lot of money into their budget, but it looked really good. The cinematography was actually really good. I thought it was really cool. It's not like this basic generic Disney quick cut every 10 seconds. There's a lot of long takes and like really long dialogue scenes, and they're interesting. They're not bad. But that's like, I see the interesting parts of the movies. Probably like the first half of the movie is pretty good. And obviously, I'm sitting there waiting for her to, obviously, turn into Cruella. So it's like a 2 hour and 15-minute movie. There's a lot of build up, which is, I thought it was good. They could have trimmed it down a bit, but like, I don't know. But like, talking about 101 Dalmatians though, you're trying to watch this movie thinking it's a kid movie. It's actually 14A. It's not PG. It's not rated G like the other 101 Dalmatian movies and the live action ones. So it's like has a pretty dark tone to it. She has more of a goth vibe to her now than I think she did in the originals. And I think Disney's trying to push that a bit in the whole, diversity agenda. There's a lot of diversity stuff in this. I'm not going to get into it because that's not what the review's about. But I think Emma Stone did a good job. I think she did a really good job, actually. She suits the character good. They picked the right actor. I'll give them that. She wasn't boring at all. She's really witty. I don't know. She's a good actor. I've always liked her. She's not that bad. I don't like a lot of girl actors, but she's pretty good. But yeah, the cinematography was pretty good, and there's a couple of intense scenes, and that's pretty much it for the positives for me. But get into the negatives. Number one, this movie did not need to be made at all. It didn't. Everyone could have done without this. There's definitely a sequel coming out, which I might watch. I don't know, just because I fucking watched the first one. I might watch the second one. I don't know. But it's not boring. I wasn't bored. I was stoned, but I wasn't bored. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like they make the Dalmatians so aggressive and savage, and they're barely even in the movie. And like every single scene that they are in, maybe like 3 or 4, they're just growling at people, or like I don't know. Like I never thought of that was the purpose of the Dalmatians. And another thing, I thought the purpose of Cruella in the original Dalmatians was that she takes the Dalmatians and the reason she's doing that is because she's using the fur for a coat. That doesn't happen in this movie. she tricks the girl that she's going after into thinking that she did do it, but she didn't actually do it. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen the other movies in a long time. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I thought that's what she did in the other movies, so I thought it was going to happen here. But she kind of like, she doesn't do it, but she implies that she does it, but she doesn't because she tricks the girl. And that's the other positive thing about this movie. The villain was actually pretty good. She wasn't that bad. Wasn't like a stupid normal Disney villain. All the cliches and blah blah blah. Not like a Marvel villain. She was actually pretty good. She was very well written. And their motives are clear. But back to the negatives. I just don't know why they had to make this. Like, I don't know. Like, the ending was just... didn't leave off on a good ending, I don't think. And I'd say, like, the first hour and a half of this movie is where it shines the most. After the scene where she comes in as Cruella, and it shows it in the trailer, so I'm not really spoiling it. So she's wearing a white dress, right? And then she lights the dress on fire, and she doesn't get burned or anything. And the dress just, burns. And then she has another red dress under that. And she just shows, she's there to show off the dress that she has under it. And she's just burning off the white dress just to, make an impression. And I thought that was cool. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, does she have powers or something? Like, watch the trailer and watch how she does it. It's like, she just burns her dress casually and it just whoosh, and like nothing happens. Nothing. And you never see anything like that again in the movie. So when I saw that, I thought like, ooh, are they adding like, not powers, but like, are they adding a bit of magic to this? Because I wouldn't mind something like that. It'd be kind of like a little cool twist. Because I don't think they did that in the original. But they never ever say anything about it again. And I thought that would have been cool if they added an extra layer onto it. I thought that would have been cool. I don't know. Could have been cheesy. We'll never know because that's not the point of the movie. But the last hour of the movie, it didn't drag, but it definitely slowed down for me. I was having kind of a hard time watching the last hour. And since I'm watching it at home, I can turn it off whenever I want. I'm not at the movie theater. It's not like I paid for it and I'm just sitting there watching it. And like I have to watch it because I paid for it. Now, I could have turned this off whenever, but I didn't. I sat there and I wanted to give it a chance. And I wanted to see how it ended. I didn't want to skip through it or anything. So I pushed through it and I got to the ending. And the ending climax of her, I'm not going to say who the villain is, but who she's going against. It's not bad. The dialogue's good. It's really, really dark. But it's very, very predictable. I'll tell you that much. It's very, very... This whole movie is very predictable. Other than... There's one twist that kind of caught me a bit off guard. But other than that, it's pretty predictable for, your average Disney movie. IMDb gave this a 7.4. Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I don't know. I think I'm going to give it a 6. I liked it, but I didn't. It's like Suicide Squad to me. That was another thing I got to bring up, actually, that reminded me of Suicide Squad a lot. There's so much music in this movie. There's so much. I like it when they play music in movies. I do. It builds up the intensity, or it creates a feeling for the scene. Sad music, fun music, whatever. Doesn't matter. Like every other scene, there's it's a montage, or it's a song from the 80s. It's a cover from someone from this year, and it just sounds terrible. And songs are in there that just do not fit the movie whatsoever. There's maybe one or two of them that fit out of the frickin' 20 songs in the 2-hour movie. It's ridiculous how many songs are in here. I get they were trying to do. Maybe if they put a better song in it, I wouldn't have complained, but I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Uh, but that reminded me of Suicide Squad a lot, because Suicide Squad, almost every other scene had some stupid. Because they came out with the Suicide Squad album, blah blah blah, soundtrack, so they had to have "Without Me" by Eminem because no one's heard that before, and every like new song on there, whatever. There's just so much crappy songs on there, and it was in the movie so much, and it just took me out of the movie. I don't know why. It just did. Same as this, it was just like I just kept laughing. It was just I didn't want to laugh because this isn't a comedy. It says it's a comedy. I don't fucking. That's the other thing. It says it's a comedy. I guess it's aimed towards, teenagers, not kids. It's 14A. I didn't really find that funny. I laughed a couple times, but I don't know. Overall, they made this like really gothy and dark, and I don't know why. Like I get it's a backstory, but like they tried to make her so dark and gothy. Remember her? She was dark in the other movies, but she always had a bit of I don't know. Emma Stone does provide a lot of humor for her, but when I watched the original, I remember just watching the originals as a kid and just remember how fucking creepy she was too. Like, not she didn't have that gothy vibe to her. Like, this isn't creepy to me. I just find it like she just looks like an emo girl that wants to cut her wrist. Like, I don't know. Am I getting shit for that? I don't know. I don't care. But like, it's ridiculous, man. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But the other version, obviously the original is better. Obviously, so if you want to spend your time wisely, I'd watch that. And then if you want, no, watch this if you want to. But I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. You hear that? 6 out of 10. I went into this movie not with I didn't have high hopes at all. I just wanted to sit down and see if I'd enjoy it at all. And yeah, the first, 6 out of 10 is a bit too harsh because I did say I like the first hour a lot. I'll give it a 7. I'll agree with I'm not giving it a 7.4. I'll give it a 7. And that is everything. One more review may be coming tonight or tomorrow. So that will be it.